Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my friends. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. If you are brand new and you've never been here before, welcome. Welcome to 10 Cups Tarot. I hope you'll hit that subscription button and the bell button to know when I'm uploading. Generally, the water signs are done on a Tuesday. I'm a little bit late with those this week. Things have been a little bit sideways for me this week, but nonetheless, I am here, and I am going to do a reading for the week ahead, Pisces. If you are my ride or die, thank you so much for being in the comments, the way you love on this channel. Thank you so much for your thumbs up and your subscriptions, and for staying engaged in the comments. I do really appreciate you, Pisces. Let's find out what's going on for you for the week ahead, whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year. It's going to be for the week ahead. Pisces, what we're going to do this time is we're going to do 3 hands. So we're going to do 3 different hands with 3 different decks, and sometimes those 3 hands will relate to each other, and sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll be just all different energies, and let's find out what the first hand brings you here. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. Tell me what's coming up for Pisces, please. Tell me what's coming up for Pisces. Very interesting. So we do have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. We have the Hierophant in the reverse. And we have the 7 of Swords. I feel like something is being concealed from you, and it feels to me like it's a non-traditional type of love. I want to say it's also in a delay. I want to say if you're expecting someone, or Pisces, and I say for you expecting because you are the one with psychic intuition. So I feel like if you've been expecting someone, or if you feel like something's around the corner, there's been some type of delay. Faith in the reverse is the Hierophant, and I feel like you could be dealing with a Taurus possibly, but it feels like with this being in the reverse, to me, I see this as non-traditional. I see this as someone who is not willing to follow the path of other people. They do their own thing, and they do it quite well. This is someone who is spiritual. They're not religious. They are spiritual, and they have their own way of worshiping. They've realized that they don't need the middleman. And you know, the priest, the rabbi, the whatever. It feels like they realize they don't really need anyone else in the middle, like a middleman, in order to be given permission to have connection with the universe. And I feel like that's this person is a non-traditional person. I feel like the Ace of Cups in the reverse tells me that there's some type of delay, that someone's not sure about their feelings, unsure if they want to start a new path. And so I feel like this is the 7 of Swords is telling me that it's concealed. It's like hidden, or somebody's not ready to talk about it. It's kind of hidden under the surface here. That's what it feels like here. Tell me more. We have the Queen of Cups, we have the 7 of Wands, and we have the World card. So I feel like somebody is going to lower their boundaries. Like it feels like somebody is unsure here whether they want to lower those boundaries or not. And I think that's what the delay is. Look, this is the person who does their own thing when they want to do it. Time's not a thing for them. They probably are an entrepreneur. They do their own thing. This person, I feel, is someone who is needing to find someone to be in their life that won't restrict them or hold them down, or say, you better give me that morning text, you better give me that night text. They don't want that. This is a free bird. This is someone who thinks the way they want, they move the way they want, and they're not afraid to do so. They do so slowly, maybe a little quicker than most, because they're on a path of learning, but it feels like this person is slow moving here. We do have the Queen of Cups. That I feel like it's your energy, the Queen of Cups. We do have the World card, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. The World card is the end of something, but in being the end of something, it's like the end of something is like a milestone, right? It's like something we accomplished, right? We finally closed the gap, or something came full circle finally. So there is a chapter that I believe you're closing. Now, with this Hierophant in the reverse, for some of you, you could have just gotten out of a relationship that was a committed relationship, and maybe you felt it was too restrictive. Because I feel like this energy of the Queen of Cups and the Hierophant in the reverse feels to me like you would much rather have someone who had their own thought patterns than followed someone else, because you don't intend to follow someone else. You have your own thought patterns. So it feels like the Queen of Cups is here, and It feels like you do have a connection to this person I'm talking about, who is the Hierophant in the reverse, or it could just be an energy. Take it as it resonates for you. I do feel like somebody's about to lower their boundaries, or maybe not stand their ground so hard. I'm going to say it's you. I feel like you're coming to a place of, I don't know, maybe I do want someone in my life. I'm not sure if I do. I'll look at it slowly. Maybe I'll lower these walls just a little bit. That might be your accomplishment. Tell me what the Seven of Swords is, please. Why is the Seven of Swords here, please, for Pisces? We do have the Four of Swords. You're coming out of hiding. So the Four of Swords in the reverse means like you've gotten your mental stability. It feels like you did go into a place where you had to do some healing, or to me, swords are always up in the head. So to me, it's mental stability, because the fours are about stability. But when you're in the Four of Swords in the upright, you're really not talking to other people. It's like little to no communication. You're really focused on yourself, focused on the healing here. We do have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the Devil. So it feels like I feel like you're keeping to yourself. And I don't think you're keeping any secrets. Like, I feel like with the Seven of Swords here, it tells me that you're moving in stealth mode. I want to say that you're not causing any hubbub. You're not talking to really many people. You're not telling them what you're up to. You're not telling them about the Ace of Cups in the reverse, that maybe you're kind of toggling with the idea of possibly finding someone to be in your life with you. The thing is that I think that the person who's got to be in your life with you, Pisces, is someone who has a very specific criteria. It has to be someone who is a free thinker. It has to be someone who moves the way they want to move rather than the way someone tells them to move. So like, I'm thinking like an entrepreneur, right? Somebody who makes their own schedule, does their own thing. They don't have to, book in and book out from the 9 to 5. It feels like you're also looking for someone who has a spiritual foundation, but is not necessarily religious, as I feel like the Hierophant in the reverse is not necessarily religious. Tell me about how these two people know each other. Your person could be a Taurus. They could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, just like you. Could be. We do have the Knight of Coins. We have the Eight of Coins, and then we have the Page of Swords. It's slow moving between you two. It's very slow moving. We've been patient. Somebody's being patient with you, or they're just a patient person, because that is Taurus energy. It feels like somebody here is moving slowly. They want to make sure that when they do come forward to work on it, that it works. Like, this person is not someone who wants to take any risks. A Taurus doesn't really take any risks unless they have fire in the chart, right? I'm a Sagittarius rising, and I will take risks, but I will take educated risks. I'm a Taurus sun. So it feels like that sort of energy here. It feels like somebody here is moving slowly towards something that they want. I feel like maybe that the Hierophant is moving slowly toward you, because they do see you as someone who is very psychic, someone who has psychic intuition. It's like you're drawing them in. You might even be drawing them in, but it's taking a long time here. We do have the Eight of Pentacles, and the first thing I like to say about this card is I see it in the distance. You see five coins, right? But when you get up close, you see that there's other plans that are being made here. So this could be part of the delay. The part of the delay could be somebody's willing to work on it really hard, but they just haven't figured out how to do it. That they're still on the outside looking in of your life. There's still disconnection here, but somebody is really going to work hard on these plans and be very perfect, right? This is perfection, right? The Knight of Coins moves really slow because they're a perfectionist. This is Virgo energy. This is someone who wants to make sure that everything is in order, because I want to do this once. We do have the Page of Swords. So it does feel like that the reason that there are delays of this person coming toward you is here because they are now the student of having to get into the 8 Pentacles, right, from the 5. So I feel like things are moving really slow, but Taurus energy moves slow anyway. You could be dealing with Virgo as well. Tell me why the Ace of Cups is in the reverse for Pisces, please. All right. We've got the Justice card. We've got the Nine of Swords in the reverse and the Four of Cups in the reverse. Very interesting. So the Four of Cups in the reverse tells me that you have been in a place of trying to get stability in your emotions. I feel like you're working through something or you're learning something. It feels like at some point that you were kind of stuck in the Four of Cups in this redundant energy because you had some worries about love. How is that going to work out? I don't think I'm ready. I hope no one comes forward. I wish people would stop asking me out. That's what it feels like. That. And then we got the Justice card here. I feel like you do want justice in love, but you're just not ready for it, or you're okay if it takes forever to find you. That's what it feels like here with the Four of Cups in the reverse, though. It feels like you're starting to get ready. I'm not going to say you're ready just yet. I feel like you're starting to get ready, that you do want this justice here. And I feel like you're no longer worried about it. I feel like you've got your back to the situation, and that you're like, if it comes, it comes. When it arrives, it does. And so I think that's really the best place to be. Tell me why the Seven of Wands is here, please. I feel like with this Seven of Wands is here is that you're willing to kind of lower the boundaries a little bit. But I think the reason your boundaries are up is because people have lied to you before. I feel like people have lied to you, taken up your time, wasted your time. And I feel like you're not about it anymore. You're like, I'm going to take my time. I don't care how long it takes to find me, but I'm going to do this once. And I don't want any other people coming into my life just to waste my time. I think that's why you ended up having these boundaries here. Tell me about this. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Sun, and we have the Six of Wands. Yeah, it does feel like you're just about over the finish line. You're having some sort of a breakthrough about your finances currently. I want to say, Pisces, I don't think that you're very focused on love. I feel like you know that if you take care of yourself and do your thing, that it's just going to find you. You know that whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. So we do have, again, we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. I feel like you're kind of fending off people or keeping people at arm's length, because I feel like you're really involved in your pentacle world right now, because the Sun and the King of Pentacles are here. It feels like your spotlight is on your finances, on your home. Maybe you're trying to save for something big, buy a house. It feels like the breakthrough is coming in your pentacle world right now. So your boundaries are up so no one else will get in, because you're really not into speaking with anybody. But I want to say there is something that's about to happen here, because the Six of Wands is about coming from a hard place. And I want to say that maybe your hard place was the financial place, and that we have the Six of Wands. I feel like you're just about ready to step over some sort of finish line. And I think that when you do, when you feel like you've got enough, you have enough, you're stable enough, I feel like that's when the love comes in. I feel like the Devil energy and the Ace of Pentacles tells me that in the past you've been living sort of in instability or obsessively thinking about how to get stability. And now I think you're going to get stability. Like, I feel like your thoughts become things, right? And you've been thinking about it. Although the Devil is here, it feels like it's either been an attachment you can't get rid of. Maybe poor finances is something that you've not been able to get rid of. But then the Ace of Pentacles shows up. The Devil energy is here because it's fear. It's like doubt. I don't think this is going to work. If I plant this pentacle, is it even going to grow? And it does, because you go from the Ace of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles here, because this is what you're focused on, right? The Sun is here, and you're very focused on that. You're going to get some sort of financial victory here. So I don't know if you're going to be buying something big or new. That's what it looks like here. Tell me about the World card. What comes after this, the ending of this chapter? Because I feel like you're in a chapter by yourself, and finally you've got some balance here. You're not really worried anymore about things that are going on in your life. You're kind of like, you've got a really good flow going here. This chapter is about to close. What comes after this chapter? Because this is a chapter of that you're closing of, okay, I've got my finances down. This is my milestone, right? What comes after this? We've got the Queen of Swords. We've got the Moon card. There's a communication coming here that you don't see. Somebody's about to be very honest with you about feelings, right? The Moon energy is Pisces and Cancer, about energy in the feelings that have been under the surface. So we do have the Moon energy here, which is things that aren't as they seem. And then we have the Judgment card. I feel like you don't see that you're going to have to make some really big decision that is actually going to change your life. The Judgment card is about putting something to rest so you can resurrect something else. High Priestess, you knew it was coming. It's an exciting new beginning, and you're no longer up in your head about it. I really do feel like your manifestation is coming in because you have taken your eye off of it. We do have the Fool, we have the Death card, and we have the King of Cups. It feels like something is transforming in love. I feel like after you get your pentacle stuff done, after you get your world solid and grounded and dependable and solid here, I feel like love shows up. That's when this person is going to show up. All right. We went a little bit too long on that one, but I couldn't stop reading. I just wanted to get more answers. All right, so we've got Capricorn energy. We've got Leo a couple of times here. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. More Scorpio than Aries. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got more Taurus energy. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. We've got Libra, Aries, Pisces, Virgo. We've got Cancer as well, and Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. All right. Second hand for Pisces. What else do we need to know about Pisces, please? For the week ahead. What else does Pisces need to know? What else does Pisces need to know? I've got the Fool, my friend. You're about to make a decision to take a leap of faith, and it scares you. I think it's going to scare you. I feel like the Two of Swords is here. It's like a warning. Be careful. Be careful of this leap of faith that you're taking. I feel like it's a decision that you've been wanting to make for a while, because the Fool is pointed into the past looking at the Two of Wands. I feel like you've been standing at the crossroads for a while, Pisces, trying to make a decision. I feel like you're stuck in this Two of Swords energy here. You don't see something for what it is here. Tell me more about this. There's something here that you don't see, that you can't see. And it's like you can't see it, so you think it's going to hurt you, so you're trying to protect yourself. But it feels like there will be some sort of a leap of faith. You're making a decision about how to move forward here in your life. We've got the Strength card, and we've got the Moon in the reverse. Wow. So Pisces, I feel like there is some sort of a new beginning coming here. It feels like the Moon card in the reverse is, for me, is the Sun, right? When the Moon is in the reverse, it's revealing things. Things are coming up from the depths. Things are coming up from the darkness. And so things that used to be hidden that you weren't sure about, now you'll see it in the light of the sun. So the Fool energy here, it is the Queen of Wands here, Pisces. Your energy is here, but it feels like the Queen of Wands here. It feels like this energy could be yours. You could have a fire placement. You don't have to, but Pisces, this is an energy as well as a person, right? This could be a person in your life. It doesn't have to be, because we're reading energies here, right? We do have 3 wands, and I want to say that you've been waiting to take a leap of faith for a really long time. And you've decided now with the Queen of Wands that you're not going to wait any longer, because the Queen of Wands doesn't wait for anybody. The Queen of Wands is a badass, right? She's independent, does her own thing, fine. You don't want to help me carry the sofa up the stairs? I'll do it myself. That's the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, I feel, is telling me that you're ready to step forward. You're ready to move forward in fire, or ready to move forward with whatever makes your heart, set your heart aflame. And so, I feel like with the Strength card here, that this Two of Swords and the Strength card here tells me that you're in this Two of Swords blocked, not taking this leap of faith, because it feels like you were trying to find the courage to do so. But there is some information that is coming to light here that is going to make it easier for you to step into this Queen of Wands energy and move forward. You will, in fact, be moving forward on this path here. We do have the World card in the future, and we do have the Hierophant in the reverse. The World card tells me here that before the World card, I feel like there was a lesson you had to learn that you weren't seeing, but I want to say that with the World card here, it tells me it's accomplishment, it's milestone. So something has come to an end, that you are walking into a new world or through a portal. I feel like that there was a message here that you needed to learn that maybe you weren't learning. And I think that this tells me that you've learned it, because something comes to light. Something has now got the spotlight on it, right? And I think it's your courage. Tell me about this decision to move forward for Pisces, please. We've got the Four of Pentacles. We've got the Eight of Wands in the reverse and the Hermit. So you're being very careful. You're being very careful with whatever it is that you're taking this step forward on here. The Hermit energy tells me you have a lot of wisdom. You've done your homework. You're not taking, like the Fool is here, but it's next to the Hermit. The Fool is behind the Hermit. It's like the Hermit is the one who is like got the lantern out and saying, you know what, just let me check this before you step forward. It's the Fool. Let me check this. And so I feel like you slow down. completely slow down, and you're looking at the crossroads, right? You're looking at the situation and just being very careful, right? This person's being very careful. You can see she's got a cloak on. She's hiding her money. I feel like you just need to be very careful with whatever comes at you that's brand new, this leap of faith, because it feels like there is something that you're not seeing, but the higher self, the hermit energy here is saying, be careful, Pisces. Whatever this is, be careful with it. We do have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, ask a lot of questions. There's something here that's going to pop up as a surprise. And I feel like you have to ask a lot of questions about it first before you move forward. You will be able to take a leap of faith, but it feels like with the Two of Swords here that there is something that you don't quite see. It might be something that was in the moon energy. I want to say too that for some of you, I'm not going to ignore, we've got the King of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and then we've got the Page. It feels like you're going to bump into someone. It feels like you might bump into someone who is the King of Wands. And the King of Wands, if this is your energy, I feel like this is a soulmate. It's like somewhere along the path, maybe you've already met this person, it could be, but you're going to notice this person in the week ahead, possibly. This King of Wands here is someone who, now that you've taken on the energy of the Queen of Wands, you will notice the King of Wands, right? Before you become, it's like before you become, you must realize that you are. And once you realize that you are, you can now realize it in other people. So it does feel like you will be talking to someone here that might surprise you. You might bump into them because the Two of Swords is telling me it's something you don't see. Two of Swords could also tell me you've blocked this person. This is someone that you haven't seen or talked to in a long while. I think it's a surprise bump in with the King of Wands. Tell me why the moon is in the reverse, please. Yeah, I think it's telling you to have some courage here. Embody the Queen of Wands energy. Be brave because something here is about to reveal itself. Tell me about the moon in the reverse, please. A new exciting path here, my friend. A transformative path. It feels like there is... the Eight of Cups is telling me that there was something that you weren't willing to settle for. And I feel like it's like somebody here walked away, but I feel like in the walking away, it transformed somebody here. It feels like now somebody is no longer in the moon energy. They're now in the energy of the sun. And so it feels like this exciting path is transformational for you. And it feels like there's some sort of walking away, or you decided that you are no longer going to settle for something. And that's why the moon is here in the reverse. There's the Wheel of Fortune. There's the Knight of Swords. Something is coming at you that's very abundant. We do have something that's changing, like it's a major change that's coming in the week ahead. We do have the Wheel of Fortune, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy. I feel like it comes in via some sort of communication that is verbal. So a phone call, somebody sees you, you bump into this person, whatever it is, but it's very abundant. It's bringing an abundant idea. So an idea of abundance, right? So this person's holding up their sword. Look, I got something to say. It's like someone has an opportunity for you, possibly. It could be this person that you haven't seen in a really long time. They could be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. They don't have to be. Look at that. I feel like you really are bumping into some sort of soulmate in the week ahead. It feels like this person is someone that you wished you could have been with, but it didn't work out. And it feels like it's about to start brand new. It's like someone is coming in and saying, look, I'm willing to put energy into a friendship, right? The Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Can we go out for coffee? I just want to put energy into a friendship. I feel it's that King of Wands we were looking at. But there was something here that you wished and hoped would work out, that you thought it was your 10 cups, and it never worked out. But look at that. Yeah. So maybe it's time to throw down the boundaries, loosen them just a little bit, because I feel like there's love coming in for you here, my friend. We have Gemini energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have more Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Virgo. We have Scorpio energy, Aries. We have Pisces and Cancer. We have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and we have more Aries energy. I'm just going to say it might be an Aries if you're dealing in fire with somebody, or they're going to act like Aries or be very good looking, I think. All right, last hand for you, my friend. Tell me about Pisces. What else does Pisces need to know for the week ahead, please? What else does Pisces need to know for the week ahead? Tell me about Pisces, please. Tell me about Pisces for the week ahead. Somebody here is going to be getting some type of promotion. We've got the 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. It feels like you are either moving to a new job or you are about to get a promotion. The 8 of Pentacles it can be about the workplace. It's about self-mastery. It's also about putting in the hard work. So I feel like this to me is feeling like it represents your workplace possibly. We do have the 2 of Swords. It's like you don't see something for what it is. And it is a place of calm, I want to say. For sure, because this is Libra energy. It's a place of calm. Even though it's the 2 of Swords, I feel like you're going away from this place that's very busy and going to a place of calm, but there's things that you just don't see just yet. We have 6 and 2 that is 8. You're up in your head, obsessively thinking about it. I'm not sure I want to go. I don't know what's going to happen there. Like it feels like there is something here that's making you just a little bit nervous. But it does feel like someone is leaving a job. It feels like you're leaving a place of employment. Tell me more. We do have the 7 of Cups. Yeah, it's a really big decision that you're making here. We've got the Judgment card, and then we have the 10 of Cups. Look, wherever you're going is the place that you should be. I want to say that it really does to me feel like we're talking about employment here or money possibly. But it does feel like you were working in a place where you were working really hard. You were the subject matter expert, Pisces, and they weren't really paying you what you were worth. I feel like you left there because of that, but it feels like this was a really overwhelming place to be. Like it was, the illusion was you had to stay. The illusion was it was a really great job and you should be there forever. I feel like this energy here is like you end up getting a lot more opportunities that you love that are not only pentacle opportunities, but are opportunities of the heart space. It's okay to love what you do, right? So I feel like you are moving forward or moving on from a place that you didn't like, that was overwhelming and confusing, that the illusion probably was that you were happy there, but I don't think that you were, because it feels like you make this really big decision, even though you are not entirely sure what the future holds. It's like, you don't gotta leave, but you can't stay here. That's what it feels like. Yeah, I feel like you just don't want to stay there. Tell me about the 2 of Swords. Why is the 2 of Swords here? We do have the 2 of Wands. There is some sort of decision you had to make in the mind. And you did make the decision because we do see the Judgment card. But it does feel like it is a risk. It feels like it's a risky decision. And we do have the High Priestess and the World. You could have been working in a place where they were very... how can I say, very strict with their boundaries. Like sometimes you can get into a job where you have to ask to go to the washroom, or do you know what I mean? It feels like somebody was, yeah, I'm looking at the Hierophant as being sort of a place where you must follow this path. Don't you dare step outside the lines. You must follow me. I'm telling you, you must follow me. I think you were done with that, to be honest. I feel like you're over it. And with the 2 of Wands, it's like you sat there for a really long time, like up in your head, wondering if you should take another path, because I feel like the guidelines or the boundaries that they had for you that you had to be within, I don't think it was working for you anymore. The World card tells me that whatever it is, I feel like your higher self says, look, it's time to go make a decision. And I think that you do. I feel like you feel like it's an accomplishment to have left this place. It was a really big decision. Tell me about the Judgment card, please. They probably are going to ask you to come back at some point, and I don't think you're going to, because I feel like where you're going is a far better place than where you've been. Look at that. The Ace of Cups came out first. And so I feel like you are leaving this place, and I don't even know if you're going out in a blaze of glory. Like maybe you're just saying, look, I'm done, I'm out. You're cutting, like this is going from the chaos to the calm. So this job was obviously very chaotic, right? So we do have the Ace of Cups here, and it tells me that the decision you make, you love. You realize that you did make the right decision. You made it with the higher self for sure, but I feel like right here is you, right? The High Priestess is here. So your psychic intuition was on high. It was time to go, and you made the right move, because I feel like as you move forward here, that I feel like you were inspired by your intuition here to move forward to something that you really love. Good for you for making that decision. Look, the 10 Cups is here, and it doesn't have to do with anybody else. It feels like, you know, that you are sharing your happiness with other people, but I don't see that this is, yeah, it feels like you You made the magic move. You decided that you were going to, and I think that maybe I was wrong to say a blaze of glory, because it does feel like you left in a sort of passive way, that maybe you gave your 2 weeks notice and that you thought about it for a really long time. The Magician's here, though. You have all the tools to carry on, to be happy somewhere else, and you realize that. Tell me about the Six of Swords. We've got the Eight of Wands. We have the Moon card and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, the other place is offering more money. So if you haven't left the place yet and you're thinking about it and going to somewhere else, I feel like whether you give your notice or not, it feels like you are somebody who is going to make the right decision. You're going to go from the Justice right into the Ace of Cups. And it tells me that your intuition is on point. So if you're the person who's about to leave a job, it feels like this next job could maybe pay a little bit less at the beginning. The Moon card is here. It's not as it seems. I want to say that it could, the Eight of Pentacles is here, the Six is here. It could pay a little less when you first get there, but I think that this is the place where you're going to thrive. The Three of Wands, see, you were waiting for something really wonderful to come forward, but you were the one that had to get up and do it. You had to get on the other path. You had to have this energy of this King of Wands, feeling inspired to move forward and take a little bit of a risk, but this is the risky one. This is the risk taker. So I feel like you are risking it all for something that you'll really love. And I feel like we're talking about a workplace here. We do have the Four of Cups. I think that you thought that the opportunity had passed you by. Maybe this place that you're going to had offered you a job and you said no because you were too scared to leave. You were sort of burdened, heavily burdened. But now you've decided that you're going to be the student and you're ready to learn something brand new. So I think for somebody here, you're going to a job that is probably going to pay a little bit less to start, but it's not as it seems. Things are going to move really quickly and you're going to get quick promotions. You're going to be making way more money than you were making at the old place where they really didn't treat you very well. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much, Pisces, for being here and watching. I appreciate you. I'm going to go, but I'll be back because I'm always back, y'all. Love ya. Bye.